Hey guys, welcome to lesson 4 of the Ultimate LinkedIn Crash Course for MSPs, presented to you by the MSP Trusted Advisor Group. I am Vicky Keenan, and in this lesson we are going to talk about how to have conversations with our Dream 100 on LinkedIn. Now, as I've said in previous lessons, pretty much people that you connect with on LinkedIn, they're cold. They have no idea who you are. They know nothing about you. You haven't built up trust. Even though you say you're a great MSP, they don't know that. They just don't know you, so they don't trust you. It's a completely different process to getting referred and referrals across into your business. And that's why I've really focused in on honing in and focusing in on one niche. So throughout the lessons, I've been focused in on the accounting niche. I've showed you how to find accountants in certain areas. I've showed you how to connect with them, all of that kind of good stuff. Now we're going to talk about conversations, how to actually have conversations. I want you to stop looking at LinkedIn as a messaging platform. It's a conversation platform. So this is a conversation framework. I am not going to give you templates. They do not work. You have gotten templated messages, as have I, and I still keep getting them, and I'm sure you're getting them. Templated messages like, I see you still work at X company, let's connect, or I see we have people in common, let's connect, or really bad messages. I'm going to show you a few messages of how not to do it. And I'm sure you've seen these coming through into your messaging platform as well. So I devised a conversation framework, which is based on the best-selling book Spin Selling by Neil Rackham, which you can, of course, hop over to Amazon and pick it up. It's an old enough book, but it's still very relevant today from a selling point of view. So what Neil focuses in on is the situation. So we need to establish your buyer's current situation, what they're looking at, where they really are at the moment. Then we look at identifying the problem your buyer faces and how you can solve it. Then we look at implication and explore the causes and effects of those problems. And then, of course, need payoff. We show why your product is worth it and why they should actually get on the phone with you and off the LinkedIn platform. So I devised this because, as I said earlier on, I was getting lots of what I call one-stop selling messages, the dating equivalent of "will you marry me" on the first date. So I'll give you a couple of examples. Now, these are genuine examples. These actually came to me from the LinkedIn platform. I've obviously removed the people's names and their websites and all of that kind of good stuff to protect their identity. So you have the one with the flattery, as I call it. I see you're a super successful business person. I have way more clients. I want to share them. Let's jump in a call. Now, there's no way in hell this guy is going to share anything with me. He doesn't know who I am. This is literally just a very poor veiled attempt at trying to get me on the phone and to sell me his services or her services. Then, of course, we have the one with the giant ego. This is a guy or a gal who wants to give me everything for free. Here's my ebook. Here's here's this, and this. Here's a link. Here's a webinar that you can jump on. Give me your email address. So what they're trying to do from a marketing perspective, as you well know, is to, give you a bunch of stuff for free that you probably won't even engage with or read, get you on a webinar that is a big sales pitch, and get your email address. So we know how all that works. That's kind of old school marketing stuff that, people have used and still use, but we're not doing that anymore. We know better. And of course you have book into my calendar, let's talk strategy, all of that kind of, rubbish. Now here's what does work, and it's showing a little bit of empathy and a little bit of patience, but because your MSPs, you're getting recurring revenue coming in. It's worth the wait. It's worth this networking, doing all of this networking. And it's only going to take you, it's 10 minutes a day work, guys. That's all it is. It's just kind of finding your Dream 100, engaging with them on a daily basis. Simple, simple, simple. Have the patience. So look, we're going to just play out the SPIN framework and you can apply it to your industry. And of course, you can jump over to the group and ask me any questions about this. I'm more than happy to help. I'm a big fan of LinkedIn and I think it can be really, really powerful when used correctly. So this guy, this is our prospect. He's called Bob. So let's look at Bob's situation. So what we're going to do is say, hey, Bob, just saw your article. So we're going to do our research on Bob. So we talked about this in previous lessons, going into Bob's profile, having a look at his activities, seeing what he's up to. Just saw your article on X, really enjoyed it. So we're giving him a bit of an ego boost here. And what we're saying here is we're constantly keeping our ear to the ground about the latest whatever it is, technology or innovation. And then what are you guys using at present? So say, for example, Bob is an accountant. He might be using QuickBooks. So he'll reply back and say, we're using QuickBooks. So it's a very simple message. It talks a little bit about Bob's current situation. We're finding out what he's using at present. As you can see here, this is not a yes, no answer. Bob has to actually respond and say what he's doing. So if I said, are you using QuickBooks? Question mark. That will be a yes, no answer. We want him to actually engage and to think a little bit and give us an answer. And then we look at the problem. I'm going to say, okay, cool. Some of our clients have X issue with QuickBooks. Is this something you've encountered? Now, if it's a common issue and you know your niche really well and you know your product really well, you pretty much know the answer to this question, but that doesn't matter. We're trying to get Bob into a conversation with us. Now, he may reply back and go, yeah, it is an issue, but we just keep going on. We keep moving. So now we have the implication. So what we're doing is we're poking the pain here, as we discussed in lesson 1. Yeah, it's annoying and it's super irritating for the team. We're giving him a quick win here. You could try X as a quick fix. Let me know what you think. Okay, so we're going to literally give him a little quick win here. And this gives us, permission almost to follow up with Bob. So we're going to leave it a few days, guys, and put this in your CRM. And then we have the need payoff. So in a few days later, we're going to say, hey, Bob, did it work? Let's, how did, what's going on? And you could say something like, I have, fixed this for clients in the past, and, it's kind of worked really well for them. If you're up for a quick coffee over Zoom, I'll share what's working. Quick pitch free, I promise. Okay. So this is to get Bob on the phone. Now, this will work, and it has worked in the past. This is a very, very simple framework. Now, as I pointed out here, you may need more than one situation message before moving forward. This is an organic conversation. It's not going to play out, obviously, like this, but it gives you an idea of how to actually put the framework into place. This works with absolutely every industry, every niche. So no, even if you're serving the construction industry, if you're serving, lawyers, it's going to work. So guys, this is the spin selling framework that I based on the best-selling spin selling by Neil Rackham. So guys, I'm going to be really funny here and go give it a spin. Let's see how you get on. Hit us up over in the group. Happy to help you out. Take care.